Hi, I'm Leon Lovelace, and this is Unstoppable Force. Now, I need you to help me out. I have a GoFundMe campaign. I'm going to put a link in the description box below, so you go check it out and go donate to my campaign so I could do this show full-time instead of just part-time. Okay, and I'm going to do this story for a few days now, but it's finally time for me to get to it because this is about how Tom Perez kicked out some of the Bernie backers from DNC leadership positions. Okay, Tom Perez had a rough 8 months or so as chairman of the Democratic National Committee. He's endured widespread criticism for the DNC's poor fundraising and a lack of cohesive message. But NBC News reported Wednesday that Perez might be starting to fight back. The former labor secretary is putting quite a few longtime DNC officials out of work, and at least a few of those booted officials think the lingering bitterness from the 2016 Democratic primary has something to do with it. Complaints began immediately after our party officials saw a list of Perez's appointments to DNC committees and his roster of 75 at-large members who were chosen by the chair. The removal and demotion of a handful of veteran operatives stood out, as did what critics charge as the over-representation of Clinton-backed members on the Rules and Bylaws Committee, which helped set the terms for the party's presidential primary, though other Sanders and Ellison backers remain represented. So this is not an accident, because since he does not want to take the path that the Bernie Sanders backers want to go, which is the more progressive route that they want to push the DNC to, he says he doesn't want to do that and the party shouldn't do it. And honestly, the donors said, don't fucking do it. Make sure that you're not going into a more progressive path. So do what you can. They probably told him, do what you can to make sure you don't do that. So they kicked him out so they could ensure that they could install a neoliberal to win the DNC primaries for the president in 2020 over Bernie Sanders, Nina Turner, or any other progressive that runs for president. So the article talks about how the DNC denies that it's retaliation, but of course it's fucking retaliation. So this is some of the bullshit that I keep on reading, and some people still expect a lot of us progressives to stay with the fucking DNC. No, fuck that shit. I've left the DNC. I'm not voting for nobody in the Democratic Party for president forever. I'm fucking done with them. I'm with the Green Party. I'm going to vote for Green Party candidates. I'm going to try to look at independent candidates when they're up on the ballots, because all the DNC does is sit on the laurels and try to just cut taxes a little bit less than the Republicans do. So fuck that. I'm done with neoliberal bullshit, so you should be too, because all they're going to do is keep marching you to all the shit that you don't want. They're going to make sure they give you healthcare that's a little bit better than the bullshit healthcare that the Republicans want to hand out to you. They want to make sure they cut food stamps and other other social programs that help out poor working class people. They're going to cut those just a little bit less than the Republicans do. They want to make sure they cut education just a little bit less than the Republicans do. And I've had enough of that shit. We need to make sure we go towards a progressive politics, and progressive politicians are actually going to push to make sure that the poor and the working class people are getting what they need. And the Democrats just don't do that. Because I can only use a part of this. Most of this story is from ntknetwork.com, but I can only use part of the Washington Post one because it's not really all that good. But the one part I can talk about is that therein lies Perez's and the party's biggest problem. The Democratic Party needs a progressive wing's energy and new ideas if it is to recover. The hole is quite deep. Even if Hillary Clinton had squeaked out an electoral college victory, then I gotta go back to a different source. Since Barack Obama took office back in January 2009, the Democrats have lost over 900 state legislature seats, 12 governorships, 69 House seats and 13 Senate seats. So Barack Obama didn't do shit to build up the Democratic Party and make sure that Democrats could win state seats, so we could have progressive policies pushing the state houses too. But also all those other seats that help make sure that we get politicians that represent us. But since the Democratic Party hasn't really done that for 30 plus years, and I'm 31, so that's another reason. They've been corrupt for my whole fucking lifetime. So why are you going to stick to a party that's been corrupt for my lifetime? If you're my age, it's been most of your lifetime too, if not a little bit longer. Because some of you are probably a little bit younger than I am. It's time to go independent, and let's really kill this Democratic Party, because this shit is fucking useless. The Democratic Party is useless. We need to tear them out and replace them with a true progressive party.